Hi there, my friends. How do you do? Are you social distancing? Are you washing your hands regularly? Or is it business as usual? Let me know. Hi, welcome back, and I want to talk today about this pandemic that's gripped the world. It really plays on my mind. You've heard much about it, COVID 19, the coronavirus. It has impacted a lot around the world, but here in the UK, it's even more. In Italy, it's even more. America, it really has taken its toll. You've heard what you need to do, you've heard about how you should protect yourself, but one of the things that really is affecting is self distancing. Are we listening? This is no joke. We have to self distance. We have got to apply those principles that we are asked to do. But how is it affecting you? How are you coping? That I need to know. It affects each and every one of us in different ways. It's not easy. For me, I'll tell you about it because first of all, self distancing is new. Is isolating is new. Everything is new. How do we deal with that? It only dawned on me a few days ago when you heard the word lockdown. City is going to be in lockdown. And you never take it seriously. And I think we have to take it seriously because this thing it doesn't discriminate. It just attacks and takes where it's going to. And it dawned on me, even though we were meant to stay home, everyone has got to stay home, except necessary. If it's really important that you have to go out to the chemist or you have to go to work where you cannot work from home, you must. And as I did go out to work, um, in bracket, I did go to work, but as you travel in the buses, you travel on the trains, you get onto the subway, the underground, you get onto the escalators, you get into the city, and then you realize how serious and impactful this is. And at that time, you ask yourself, is this for real? Where are we? How do you feel? You're alone. You're walking in the city now and you hardly see there's no one. Just a few cars. Everyone's got on a mask. I use the gloves. But you're alone. How will this affect you? It did take its effect on me until a few days ago. Then I realized what's happening. You go to the supermarkets and you have got to self distance. You're not allowed in the supermarkets more than 4 or 5 persons at a time or 15 persons at a time, depending the width and the capacity of the supermarket. If it's big, you're allowed to go in there individually. You stand up out there and you're self distancing. You do not talk to each other anymore. You say hi behind a mask. You do not shake hands. You do not hug anyone. How are we relating to this? Some countries I know people are just thinking this is a flood, just flouting it. Oh yeah, it's no big deal. But seriously, it is. When you look at the amount of deaths that's flying up, the UK had 1,408. It was my last check recently, and it's climbing. What's happening to us? A lot of people will be at home. You're advised to stay at home. You cannot go out unless it's necessary. You cannot see your family because they're not allowed to visit you because you have to keep that distance. This is changing our lives. And even though we have that here, and I'd say to people, please, it's important to wash your hands. You don't know where this thing coming from, where the virus, how it affects. You have got to protect yourselves, protect our loved ones, because we can pass it on to them. Their system may not be as strong as ours. It may hibernate. It may stay with us, and then people get it and never, get to the effect where it becomes disastrous. Other people do. So it's important for us to really listen, adhere to instructions and advices put out by the health sector. But self-isolation and self-distancing. I am really getting worked into this because it's very hard to just be out there. And only when you walk on the streets, then you realize how serious and what an impact this thing is bringing to us. And you look at the scenes of London, some scenes I have to bring to you here as I talk, because it's like no man's land. It's like a bomb has hit the city. There's a war. Well, there's a war. It's a germicidal war. You're just building a hospital for 4,000 odd patients. Where are we going? Everyone, I say to you, please be careful. Pay attention. It is not a joke. It's serious. And I wish each and every one of you out there, we keep well. And if you're feeling ill, adhere. You have to self-isolate because you may affect someone else, but keep your distance. And if you have to do social distancing, do so for the benefit of all of us, because we all need to be alive. This is a different time. It's a change. It's the 21st century, but I didn't like not as we know it. It's just something we didn't want to talk about, but we have to face it. It's reality. So until the next time, be safe and take care. Feel like, subscribe, and hit the button so you'll know when I'm on again. But for now, it's all about self-distancing. We may go into this for another 6 months, but there's one man in charge, the superior being, God, Allah, Muhammad, the greatest of the highest of highest. We ask whoever that superior being is to protect us, and may he protect all of us. Thank you for listening. Thank you for looking. Catch you later.